Hello everyone, my name is Lowko and welcome to some more Diablo 3. Now recently the new season has started and in the previous one I played a monk. As some of you may be aware, I did make a couple of videos about this. But that season only lasted about 5 weeks or so. Now I hadn't really played too much in that season either, because they basically already announced like 3 weeks into it that it was going to be ending soon. So I wasn't really in the mood to be playing it all too much. But in this season I've decided to start off with a demon hunter. And I'm probably going to be playing this pretty much the entire way through. I don't really like switching character too often because, well, there's a lot of gearing up to do. And I don't play too many, too many action RPGs, I guess you could say. So in this video I want to give you my thoughts on the current season, about the changes in the new patch. And in the meantime we're going to be running this rift right here at Torment number 1. So like I mentioned, the new patch has started already. And I actually hadn't really played it. I did have the PTR installed, but I really hadn't tried it out. But I've now experienced, I guess, firsthand some of the new changes that they made to the bounties, as well as a couple of the changes that they made to the new gears and whatnot. So there's a bunch of changes that they made. Now I was never really too much into a demon hunter, so I can't directly tell you all of the changes that they have made, but I've noticed that there are different options available right now, whereas in the past it felt like there was really only one build that most of the classes could be running. It seems to me that most of the classes are running at least like 1 or 2 different builds. I know for the Demon Hunter, for example, a lot of people are running Unhallowed Essence, but there's also people running a Strafe build, or Multi-Shots build, or maybe even in the, I believe it's called Natalia's or something like that. Yeah, Natalia's set right there. I do have a 2-set bonus right there, which isn't too exciting. But there's different kinds of builds going on right now, and that is obviously awesome. That means that there is still to be decided what the best playstyle is and what the best approach is to the new season. And that means that, there's different things you can be specializing in. So that's pretty cool. That seems to be the case for the other classes as well, and that is obviously, always a goal for any of the game developers. So yeah, I've actually been doing some of the bounties as well. Mostly been focusing on rifts. There are a couple of bounties that are new to the game as well, such as like exploration and whatnot, where you actually need to like release these 3 guys that are being captured, and you need to like travel through the zone in order to figure out exactly where they are located. So there are a couple new things. It is pretty interesting, and the new items are always going to be good as well. Now I did get some help in the leveling process. I guess it's one of the perks of being a live streamer. Even though you don't play a game too often, there are people out there that are willing to help you out. So leveling up, I did that about a day or two. No, I think about 2 or 3 days after the new season had started. I did create my character before that, but I hadn't played it too much. But I did get a bit of help leveling up. In total, I think it took about an hour and a half or so in order to get to level 70. And ever since then, I've been trying to gear up some more. Now, so far, I've been running this multi-shot build, as many of you will have already noticed. And the build that I'm currently running basically focuses about spamming that as often as possible. I got my W, my E, and my R just really there for more and more multi-shot. Basically, as soon as I activate it, what happens is I get more of this hatred in return, which will allow me to spam multi-shot more often. So you will see me cycling through those as often as possible. And well, obviously we can activate it as well to get more damage in, which is great. Now, I am currently trying to get up to the point where I can get this Unhallowed Essence set complete. Currently, I have 3 of the sets, or of the items. I do have a Ring of Royal Grandeur, which I also need to switch out for the Focus and Restraint rings at some point. So there's still a lot of gearing up to do. At this point, I haven't really done any of the Greater Rifts yet. Greater Rifts obviously do allow you to get gems and all that sort of stuff. I've not really gotten to that point yet. I do want to get my 6-set bonus before I jump into those kind of things. And I think I spent about a good, I don't know, like 3, 4, 5 hours-ish, maybe even more on gearing up so far. It does seem like the items drop relatively quickly. I remember on my monk it took me forever to get anything reasonable. I believe that is one of the things they added into the patch as well, where there's more like meaningful items that are dropping rather than, just absolutely awful versions of the items. Even though, they are part of the set items, sometimes they're just so terrible. And it seems to me that there aren't really that many awful items in the game as of right now. Now I'm currently Paragon level 101. Not too high up. I know there's people that are already like pushing 500s and stuff. But obviously, since the fact that I'm mainly playing Legacy of the Void right now on the channel, as well as on Twitch, it's a decent amount. It's a decent amount that I've been playing. Now, this season is supposed to be lasting for about 4 or so months. And like I mentioned, I do plan on mainly playing this character. Don't really want to be going, all the way up to like the very highest of levels. But I do want to have a reasonable set of gear. And like I mentioned, I do want to have the Unhallowed Essence set complete. Now, I'm thinking of mainly switching into a build similar to this one. Maybe change up a couple of the passives. But I really like the playstyle of this. At the beginning of the level 70, I decided to place some of the turrets and stuff that you benefit from with the Marauder set, but I honestly didn't really enjoy that. It took so much time to actually put down the turrets, and then, you know, by the time you actually are dealing your maximum amount of damage, everything is dead already. You need to like set up the turrets once again. It wasn't really a place that I liked too much, but this one right here with the multi-shot is actually really fun, and I do also want to give the Natalia set a try, where I give you know, where I actually play the complete strafe set, making me feel like Vala from from Heroes of the Storm. Oh, gotta be killing this guy right here. So yes, things are going quite well. Things are going well. As you can see, I can quite comfortably solo Torment number 1 right now. I can do the other ones as well, especially in group form. Obviously, if you have like someone a bit better geared than yourself, obviously it's quite easy to do Torment 6 already. And I do plan on like pushing probably like 40s in Greater Rifts by the end of this season. Like I mentioned, it is going to be a full 4 months, so I don't have to play like, you know, every single day in order to be relatively competent. Now, so far we haven't actually gotten a single legendary yet, which is unfortunate. As you can see, the build though, it is nice. Like, you can be very maneuverable, and I do keep spamming the discipline, and I'm currently, you know, I'm constantly that. But you are very mobile with it, and I do like that. You're very useful in a team as well. And especially once I have my... Whoa, got a boy while chatting there. But especially once I get my my legendary gems and stuff, it will be a lot easier for me to dish out the damage that I need to. But I really do want the 6 set bonus. I may be doing a couple rifts in between, like doing greater rifts. I'd like to start leveling them up a little bit already. Do have a actually, I don't know. I did have a... Oh, actually, no. I got the focus ring in the bank right now, and that one does actually have a gem shot. Or a gem slot rather. So probably when I get my restraint ring, I will start switching over to that as well. But there's 3 more items that I need to get before I can really start grinding the higher levels of Greater Rift. Now, Rift Guardian should be here any second. It's gonna be knocking those guys down as much as possible. There we go. Oh, good. So I've been gambling all of my blood shards away on these 6 items as well. Don't really have a Dead Man's Legacy yet. Currently running another one, which just seemed reasonable what I got. But I do plan on switching over to Dead Man's Legacy at some point as well. Once I can actually spare the blood shards on rolling it. Or maybe I will get lucky and drop one. Who knows? It's gonna be nuking this guy down. Ember always dies relatively quickly. And I think in total this run right here took about... I don't know, like 7-8 minutes or so. Obviously, that's not ideal. I know people are running Greater Rifts in like 2-3 minutes. But for the time being, I'm pretty happy with how this is all going. Now, we are a little bit low on the hatred count right now. Ember does not like dying this quickly. He barely does any damage, though. My toughness is pretty high up. I feel like I'm barely ever. Like, I mean, I can actually tank this damage as well. Look, barely does anything. I got 8.7 million toughness right now, which is pretty crazy as well. Got some reasonable health regeneration too, which is good. And well, he should go down any second right now. As you can see, multi-shot is not great for single target damage. But obviously, AoE damage is always going to be king in Diablo 3. So there we go. Should be down. Okay, do we get anything? Anything? Oh, Forgotten Soul. Sweet. So happy with that. So yeah, that is a quick update right now on my Diablo 3 character. I may make some videos about it in the future as well. If you have anything in particular you would really like to see me make, feel free to let me know with a comment in the section right below that like button. I'm gonna be... Oh, I guess I'm gonna be rolling for some more gloves. Did we get anything? Of course not. Of course not. So I'm gonna be grinding some more, making sure that I get my set bonus going. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button. Other than that, I want to thank you guys all for watching. Have an amazing day. Do not forget to smile. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!